And welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Embiid, and stuffs it home. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Here comes the screen. Alonzo Trier to Reggie Jackson.
Right.
From long range, creates the space to bury the three on the step back.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Sixers control it.
Here we go. My ball.
To Embiid. Butler. Screen coming. To Embiid. Fires the three. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Jackson with it. They trail by 2. To Alonzo Trier. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I know these mishaps.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
And the 2. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Driving right to the basket. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. To Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. You on tough. Jimmy Butler. Contested 3. He buries it.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid pins it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Is Smith to Nick Young. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him. Make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Pistons ball here.
Defense, let's go.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Griffin to Smith. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Allen. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The drive, right to the basket. To Griffin. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's easy to become... mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Butler working the outside. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Zaza Pachulia tips it. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Beyond the arc for three. Pistons clear the board. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the... On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Kennard to Smith. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good.
I got blocked.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you.
I got blocked.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views. The next day.
To Smith. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Smith. He's got it for three. Butler to bring it up. It's an 8-point lead. Tosses. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Subbing in for Detroit, number 23, Blake Griffin.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring now, the rookie here tonight.
To Alonzo Trier. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you.
Good shot,
Or that
buddy.
attempt
Good shot,
can still
buddy.
be a poster.
To Alonzo Trier. Count the bucket for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Butler into the front court. His team up by 7. To Redick. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a chance. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Count the basket at the rim. That's it for the first half. The 76ers have the lead.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Jackson with it. The deficit is 6. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Butler, Jimmy Butler. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Here comes the screen. Alonzo Trier. Here's Jackson down low. Good look that time, but off the mark. And the basket good at the rim.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Here comes the screen. Jackson to Alonzo Trier. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Alonzo Trier to Jackson. Here comes the screen.
Screen left.
Jackson to Griffin. Tobias Harris swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Fires the three, and Reggie Jackson, no hesitation on that one. Buries it.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Young into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Down to Griffin. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Griffin. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 4 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Alonzo Trier to Drummond. And a throwdown.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Butler. Swallowed up by Drummond. Short jumper misses. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Alonzo Trier to Jackson. Gets a look. Can't hit. Stuffs it down with authority.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Substitutions, Detroit.
Jackson.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Sixers have the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been a compelling game so far.
Into the game for the Pistons. Number 1, Reggie Jackson. Subbing in for
to Drummond. Griffin to Nick Young. Sixers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Reggie Jackson. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult.
Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Jackson with it. Trailing by 14. Ish Smith to Jackson. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. That misses with a second to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.